Good morning, everybody, on this crisp, cool Wednesday, the 19th of May, 2021. Uh, Looks like another beautiful day coming up out there. Just a beautiful series of bright days. And then we've had a lovely reminder of Alabama as we've had a few thunderstorms roll through over the last couple of days. That's been a real change and something we miss even after all these years. We still miss having a good thunderstorm roll through. So it's been kind of fun the last couple of days. So grateful for that, and just great. God's done so many wonderful things for us lately, and meeting needs and taking care of us. And it's kind of hard not to be upbeat and to be excited about coming out of this lockdown and all. But as we look at the news and we see all kinds of still troublesome issues going on, we see it just keeps going, and that's because the world is the way it is. It's because the world faces those things, and the world just that's just it. That's just because we live in this broken old world, and you know what? And we watch people and the tragedy of people being depressed. We watch the tragedy of suicides increasing. And stuff we haven't even begun to talk about yet. Troublesome days, and there's not a whole lot of good news. We have war in the Middle East again. Still have the lingering effects of this pandemic. We still have economic troubles here in Ireland. We have this healthcare crisis because of the ransomware attack on the entire healthcare system, and you never know what you're going to see the next morning. But you know what? There is a consistency, and Jesus is coming. As Mary and I are doing our Bible reading, and I were coming to we were just reading through the Gospels right now, and are coming to the end of the Gospels, and Jesus is coming to the end of his earthly ministry, and he's getting ready to leave the disciples. But what does he do? What does he say? What does he tell them? He says this: "Let not your heart be troubled." Let not your heart be troubled. What a beautiful phrase. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God? Believe also in me. And here's the promise. Here's why we can get over our troubles, because we know that it may be tough while we're here. And I, I say these things, and then I feel so guilty and convicted because we don't even have it that bad. We've got brothers and sisters in Christ all over the world who are waking up this morning in prison cells, and they're waking up in rough tents and on dirt floors, and not even knowing where they're going to get their breakfast from this morning. I know I'm going to go in the kitchen and have a bowl of porridge in a bit. They don't even know where their breakfast is going to come. They don't even know if their home is going to be there. They don't know where they're going to bed tonight. Some of them are going to be beaten today. Some of them are going to be killed today. So I feel bad even saying that in our context, but it's a general principle for us to remember as we go through this life. And the truth is, Jesus said, don't let your heart be troubled. Whether it's minor, insignificant inconveniences like many of us are going through, whether it's real tragedy and sorrow and trouble like there's so much of the world, don't let your heart be troubled. Anyway, I'll leave that. Don't let your heart be troubled. Jesus says, you believe in God, believe in me. Jesus says, he's getting ready to leave. He says, in my Father's house are many mansions. That's an old English word for mansion. Does not mean a super big dwelling, super big, what we think of a mansion today. A mansion is just a place to live. And for years here, there was a place called the Fatima Mansions going into Dublin, and I think it's still called the Fatima Mansions today. And all the Fatima Mansions is a series of a bunch of small apartments. At one time, and these were part of it was a rough place to be at one time. These were places that had been run to the ground, and they were still called the Fatima Mansions. Much nicer today, but mansion is just a dwelling place. God says, I'm going to go prepare a place for you to live. If it were not so, I would have told you. I'm telling you the truth. I'm going. I go to prepare a place for you, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, you may be also. And where I go, you know, and the way you know. We have the comfort of knowing. No matter how bad it gets, or how bad it seems to us, or how bad the situation might seem to be, we know that Jesus says, don't be troubled, because I'm coming back. I've made a place for you, and I'm coming back for you. And that could happen any day. And we look forward to that as we start today. Still very early here, way too early here. But as we start today, excuse me, as we start today, let's remember, don't let our heart be troubled. Don't let the troubles of this world get us down. But rejoice. Know that Jesus has gone to prepare a place for us, and he's come back to get us and take us home. Let's rejoice in that blessing. And then at the same time, we need to make sure that we're sharing the truth with others so they can go with us to one of those mansions he's preparing for us. Don't be troubled. Jesus said he's coming back. He's the way. He's the truth. He's the life. And no man comes to God but by him. And he is the hope that we have, so we don't have to be troubled by the troubles of this troublesome world. God bless you.